Happy Saturday. How are you? There's always that awkward moment. It takes about, I don't know, a minute or so for Facebook to just put out there that I'm live and for people to jump on. So I always wonder, like, what do you talk about when you're just sitting here waiting for people to show up? Hey, Mary. Hi, Phil. So I had a hectic day today. Went and dropped off my rings. Oh my God, the procedure now for getting jewelry like sent in to be inspected and have my rings all replated and cleaned and stuff. What a nightmare. I guess somebody made like whole really bad accusations against the Mappins, and so now they have this process. Took me like an hour and a half just to get that done, but it'll be done in a little while. So a few weeks I'll have my rings back. Yay. Hey Phil. Thanks Mary. So from the subject I said I'm brave today. I wanted to get on here yesterday and my goal has been to do a Facebook Live every single day. I haven't met that goal, so now my goal is by the end of January to be doing a live every single day. Things happen in life. I had a really bad migraine, lots of stress, and then it leads into the whole being brave. So yesterday was a bit of a rough day for me because it was January 6th and it was the 1 year anniversary for when I went to the doctors last January 6th and was given some life-changing information, diagnosis, I guess. So at the end of 2015, actually on the 31st, like 5 minutes before they closed, we went in and had blood work done because I really hadn't had like a family doctor for a while. Long story, won't get into that, but I did now have a family doctor and he sent me for blood work, and I went, and I usually avoid it at all costs because like I totally hate needles. But I went, and then we went to the doctors on January 6th, and I had already made the decision that enough was enough. Like I wanted to lose weight and get my life together and get the weight off. But we went to the doctors that day and he sat down, and his nurse practitioner came in and she starts looking at all this stuff and she's like, "Oh, you're diabetic." No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure you are. No, I'm not. So we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit on that, and she kind of looked at stuff, and then the doctor comes in, and literally, when you watch movies and people are at an airport and the airline ticket person is like typing, but they're doing nothing, but they're just typing for like 10 minutes and you're standing there wondering like, what are they doing? So basically that's what he was doing. He was on his computer typing, and I'm like, am I dying? Like, what's going on? He just said, "I got to figure everything out. I will talk to you in a minute." Oh, okay. So we sat there and he takes out all these papers, lays them out on the table and said, "Okay." He said, "Your blood sugar is really, really high." I said, okay. He looked at me and said my cholesterol was so high, they couldn't read it. So we went through what to do, how to fix it, the medication that he put me on. And it was quite an intense regimen of medication that made me sick for about 6 weeks. But I had said to the doctor that day, and I said, "What can I do to get off these medications? I don't want this. This is not my life. I don't want the diagnosis that you're giving me. I don't want the prognosis in 5 years. It is not in my vision board or my dream or my life plan to be missing any limbs whatsoever. So what do I need to do?" And he said, "You need to lose weight." I said, "Okay, when I come back in 3 months, I'm going to be down 30 pounds. Doctors, right? They look at you like, whatever. People say it all the time and they never do it. Well, I didn't do 30 pounds. I did 25 in 3 months. So he was really impressed with that. And then the second checkup in July, again, I had lost more weight and he was very happy about it. And when we went back in October, he took me off my blood pressure medication, which was good, and told me when we work towards this year, lose another 30 pounds and we'll start taking you off your medication. So I started taking a program called Ketopia. I will be honest with you, the main drink is called ketonics, and it is nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. It works, and it did, and I couldn't do something that was going to take its time. Like, I needed to get it off. And so when something is really important to you, you're going to do whatever it takes, no matter how nasty the stuff is. Now, the person that introduced me to it, she loves the stuff. I don't know how she drinks it and enjoys it, but she doesn't. So I literally have to drink it over an hour, and it puts you into nutritional ketosis within hours. So I literally would make it the night before so that it was ice cold, and then split it into quarters. So every 15 minutes I would drink like a quarter of it and have water, and it would shake and gag. And oh my God, it was awful. But over the course of the year, and starting into the year before, like, I'm down 74 pounds in total. So I only have about 35 more to get to where I want to be. So that is my goal today, or that's my goal moving forward. So yesterday it was very reflective, because I remember getting into the van with Dennis that day, and we were very quiet, and he looked at me and he asked me how I was doing, and I said to him, if you ask to bring chips into this house, I'm going to lay you out. Well, it's a year later. Chips have slowly made their way back into the house. So now today is the day after my 1-year anniversary, and nope, that's it. I'm done. No more chips. I had my chips last night. I had the last few Oreo cookies that were left. Double stuff with milk, because that's tasty, but it doesn't do much for my fibromyalgia, so kind of paying for it a little bit today. But today is a new day and the beginning of the next few months where I'm going to continue on this journey and get off this medication, which is my ultimate goal. So when I talk about being brave today, you know, I read one of the social coaches that I follow, he wrote, one of the bravest things you can do is just get up and shave. Well, I'm not a guy, so I don't have facial hair to shave. But for me, some days, the hardest thing and the bravest thing for me to do is to get up and brush my hair. Other days, it's to get up and actually brush my hair and put makeup on, or to get back into the habit of doing a Facebook Live and sharing my life with you. I know we all have different struggles. We've all been through crap in our life. And it's not always easy to be open and honest. And when the doctor told me I was the D word, which I refuse to say, and when people say to me, oh, you're the D word. No, I'm not. They're like, pretty sure you are. Yeah, no, I'm not. But you're on that medication. Yeah, well, you don't have to be diabetic to be on that medication. Oh, so you have such and such. No, I don't have that either. So they're confused. And I said, listen, I have fibromyalgia. I already have that label. I'm not adding another label to it. And I will get off this medication. Maybe part of it is denial. And I don't want another diagnosis, if anything. So I refuse to accept that that's going to be my sentence. So I'm doing everything I can to get past it. But there have been, days and through this whole year where things have happened. Like I mentioned on my first one on New Year's Eve, family drama, stuff that happens. And you can feel torn apart and bogged down, and it feels like your heart's being ripped out of your body. And the bravest thing you can do is show up and have a shower and brush your hair, put makeup on, shave. And then the other bravest thing you can do is ask for help. I'm a type A personality, and if anybody knows anything about the colors of personality, I'm also a red. Not just because of the hair. I'm actually a red personality, and as an Aries, I'm very stubborn, strong-willed, and while that's good, because once I make a decision, I stick with it, the other part of it is that I tend to withdraw and not ask for help. And that can be that can be one of the worst things you can do. And so one of the other bravest things that you can do is ask for help. I had someone yesterday on Facebook. I messaged her out of the blue about something I had just learned about. And I said, listen, I'm sorry. Like, we haven't talked in a while. And it may seem like the only time I message you is if it's something I want to share with you. And she came back and she asked me, she's like, no, you can share with me anytime. She said, but I have a question. She said, how do you live with anxiety? Because she knows I struggle with it. And so we had that conversation. And I bet you that was not easy for her to ask for help and to ask for advice. I had one of my friends called me, like I was saying, everyone's been calling me saying, what's going on with you? Because I've been kind of quiet and withdrawn. And I realized, when I was doing my Facebook Lives before, I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun, and I connected with all of you. And, it's not for everybody. What I have to say may not mean anything to you, but if it means something to one person that's watching, that's what matters to me. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, the rest of the weekend. I thank all of you for tuning in today and listening to my story. If ever you want to talk and you want to be brave and ask for help, I am always here to listen. My Facebook's always open, and if you want my cell phone, I'll give it to you too. So just be brave. Just show up in your life, and every day you move forward. And if you don't know the answers, keep moving in the direction that you think you're supposed to be in, and keep asking, what is it I'm meant to do? And at some point in time, the answers will reveal themselves through one way or another if we keep our eyes open to it. So I hope all of you, like I said, have an amazing weekend, and thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you. I will hope to do this tomorrow. I can't guarantee, but if it's not tomorrow, it will be Monday. But I promise I will be extra diligent to be regular on doing my Facebook Lives. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.